Geno Smith insists that he has moved on from the punch that rocketed the franchise, might have cost the starting job. The New York Jets quarterback has no plans to file charges against former teammate who broke his jaw.
Yeah, well, IK, who broke his jaw over a $600 plane ticket that he wanted Geno to pay for because Geno backed out of something and he owed him money. Obviously, IK is going to have to deal with this. He got released by the Jets, signs with the Bills the next day, gets released by the Bills. So, you know what? IK is going to suffer enough for this punch based on his own football playing career. He'll never be the same. He'll never get.
Well, everybody's turned their backs on him because they've taken Geno's side.
What's that?
Everybody's turned their backs on him.
Yeah, well, I mean, how can you not take Geno's side? Whether Geno owed him $600 or not, you don't sucker punch a guy in the locker room who's
I'm
lock him out for 10 weeks.
I'm telling you that he is a pariah now in the NFL.
Yeah, of course. He'll never get the same opportunities. He got an opportunity the very next day from the Bills when they released him after some stupid penalties in the preseason. But, yeah, I mean that doesn't go away. You have that. Look, Ray Rice was reinstated after his situation. And teams that have lost running back after running back to injury refuse to bring in Ray Rice because they know the negative publicity that will come with. Now, IK knocked out a man, not a woman, so it's not quite as bad. But that being said, teams just don't want to take that risk and bring in that distraction and have to deal with that. It's a black eye for IK that probably is going to ruin his NFL career. And Geno's going to play in 4 or 5 weeks. So, you know what? IK's the one that's
I'm just saying to you, that's not my point. Like, we're going down the wrong path. I'm just saying that the intel on the puncher, not the punchy, is that the puncher's got a bad temper.
Right.
He's nasty.
Right. And he'll never be able to live that down.
And pardon me?
And he won't be able to live that down. He's not. People are going to always.
No, they don't like him. People don't like him. They don't like him. And this was the icing on the cake. His reaction for $600.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say Geno's fucking around, saying, "I ain't gonna give you $600. Fuck up," because $600 is like 6 cents to him.
Right.
All I'm saying to you, and he was just fucking around, and the other guy just, punched him in the fucking face.
Well,
broke his jaw.
Yeah, and broke, and like I think we both agree. I mean, he pretty much did it to himself. His career's over.
I think
he's got no one to blame but himself.
Wait for the Jets to get rid of the guy.
Well, the Jets got rid of him pretty much the minute after he punched Geno. So.
No, but what I'm saying, there was already what the press and social media is saying is that this is not the first time.
No, he's had some issues. He had some issues with the law a few years back. Got into a scuffle with a police officer.
Pardon me?
He got into an altercation with a police officer a couple years earlier, so he's got a rough track record. I would say
he's got a very short wick. He's got a very, very, very brutal anger. He needs anger management.
Yes, he does.
And I think nobody had the balls to get rid of him before because of the way he is very intimidating, and he got into a lot of people's faces.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fair to say that if a guy owes you or me money, and I don't know what this was all about.
It was about
$100 and refused to pay him. I'd strangle him.
Smith was supposed to go to some function or something, and he forked out the $600 for the plane flight.
That's right. He didn't show up, and he wanted the money back.
So they were in the dressing room, and he said, you said you were coming. That's why I got you the ticket. And then you couldn't make it. And I'm just regurgitating what bits and pieces that I've read in the press. And Geno says, yeah, but something came up at the last minute, and I don't mean any disrespect. And the guy says, well, you owe me fucking $600. I'm paraphrasing, right? Because I wasn't in the room, and I'm just reading what everybody else is saying. When he said $600, come on, you know I couldn't make it. Why the fuck are you in my face for $600? And then he went right in and fucking clocked him, sucker punched him. When Geno turned around and kind of said, "Fuck off, please," he sucker punched him and broke his jaw.
Yeah, I know. You can't condone that, but I can tell you this. When I was a kid in high school, I was 14, 15, this little jerk stole my pen. And I knew he stole my pen. And he wouldn't give it back to me. I went to his locker, I stuffed his head in the hook that holds up his coat.
Billy, it's a little different than the guy stealing his pen. Geno didn't steal his pen. Geno was supposed to go on whether it was a golf trip or I don't know what it was. Like at the end of the day, they both.
It was a football camp. He was supposed to speak at his football camp.
Yeah, exactly. And at the last minute, Geno couldn't make it, and he wanted the $600 back for the fucking flight ticket that he got for him that Geno didn't take, and Geno kind of fluffed it up. He didn't think that guy was being serious.
Well, yeah. I mean,
he turned away. The story is he turned away, to walk away, and the guy sucker punched him and broke his jaw.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If somebody steals from me, I don't like it. And if somebody stole...
Stealing is one thing. I don't think stealing is the case here. What do you think, Eric? Do you think that the guy was trying to welch in $600?
No, I think that obviously, IK was out the money, but IK could have gone to Geno in a private setting and say, hey, listen, and just so you know, I had to fork out $600 for you to come. You weren't able to show up. I understand. Would you mind reimbursing me the money? And I'm sure if he put it that way, might have gone a little different than doing it in the locker room for everyone and being confrontational about it.